For the most part, at least in recent years, Latin America has been spared the calamities of terrorism that are affecting other parts of the world. Clearly, there's lots of violence in Latin America, and in some places, a pretty bad situation, but nothing related to terrorism. There has been terrorism in Latin America. There was a lot of it in the 60s and in the 70s, mostly related, to the Cold War and to guerrilla groups trying to advance their ideas. But a lot of that stopped in the 1970s after military regimes really put an end to it, and then it didn't reemerge when the region, made the transition to democracy. One reason clearly is that all of Latin America is really ruled by fairly well-established democracies. Even the most authoritarian countries are democracies, and a lot of the political divergences can be channeled through the political system. Second, and probably more importantly, there are no really significant religious and ethnic challenges. It's a pretty homogeneous region. There are ideological divergences, there are class tensions, but nothing related to, as I said, religious or ethnic cleavages. And then third, Latin American countries are not really part of the big geopolitical debates. Latin America in that sense is much more isolated. Foreign policy in the region is much more focused on trade, is much more focused on relations with its partners, and there's really no significant involvement or attention in the big political disputes in the Middle East or of any other countries. Now, there are going to be challenges on security, and significant ones, but those are going to be much more related to drug-related violence, as we're seeing in Mexico, as we're seeing in Central America, and as we'll probably start to see more and more in other countries in South America. But that's not going to be violence that really, I think, can be classified as terrorism.